have. Aaron Rodgers, though, not so much. The Jets, they took a L yesterday. But their defense only allowed 10 points. Either way, Aaron Rodgers couldn't get it done. After the game, head coach Robert Saleh said, quote, "We've got to figure it out, whether or not we're good enough or ready to handle all the cadence." Well, Aaron Rodgers, honestly, just turn your volume up, please, and listen.
It's one way to do it. The other way is hold them accountable. I mean, we haven't had an issue. We've had one false start. Morgan had one false start, I believe, until this. So, you know, it's been a weapon. We use it every day in practice. We don't, you know, we rarely have a false start. And to have, I don't know, 5 today, it seemed like, 4 or 5. Yeah, it seems like an outlier. I don't know if we need to make mass changes based on, you know, kind of an outlier game.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
They hate each other. They hate each other, and you cannot convince me otherwise. They hate each other. Aaron Rodgers and Robert Saleh do not like each other. It goes back to Aaron Rodgers. He misses camp. Robert Saleh outs him for missing camp, and he didn't even have to say anything about him missing camp. They hate each other. They hate each other. They hate each other. They hate each other. James Jones, you and Aaron Rodgers, y'all boys. Y'all in a group text, so you know better than anybody. Anybody.
My dog, man.
He asked you to come out of retirement?
What they say, that's my dog. I'm stand by.
Right, wrong, and different. Right, wrong, and different.
James, you agree with Aaron Rodgers throwing shade at Robert Saleh postgame?
Absolutely. As a head coach, you don't come up there talking about cadences after pre-snap penalties. This is something that you go over in practice, man, pre-snap penalties. It worked against the Niners touchdown, right? It worked the previous week, explosive play. So you want to come after a game you just lost, and the first thing after a loss, not that, hey, man, Aaron Rodgers, you got to play better, dog. Garrett Wilson, you got to play better, dog. We hold them boys to 10 points and we lose a football game at the crib. Hey, offense wasn't good enough. I'm good with that, and I don't care what Aaron or Garrett Wilson, whoever says at the podium, if he comes out and says that. Pre-snap penalties? Come on, man. Aaron Rodgers uses the cadence the best out of anybody to ever play this game. And he has free touchdowns and free plays and explosive plays any year he plays, and he's had them this year. So I'm cool with you saying, man, offense was weak. Offense did not play well. We did not even get to 10 points, and we at the house. That's different. But pre-snap penalties and cadence, Aaron is 100% right. Maybe you jump up there and say, man, we cannot be having these pre-snap penalties. It ain't good enough. And it ain't like it's a surprise, like Aaron said, hey, a whole new cadence this series. They've been doing it at practice. They've been doing it in the games all year. So I didn't like Robert Saleh's response. I agree with Aaron. I think it is a totally different way to do it. Hold them boys accountable, man. This ain't combative penalties. These is pre-snap.
But here's my question for you, James Jones. Why don't they ever just freaking cover for each other? Y'all been there before. I'm in a meeting. Coach is like, hey, where's Shady at? Oh, I just seen him, Coach. Yeah, he in the bathroom right now. Knowing good and well Shady ain't even inside the building. Hey, Acho, where Chase at? Oh, Chase just around the corner, Coach. Knowing good and well Chase texts me like, hey, bro, I ain't going to be there for another 15 minutes. When Aaron Rodgers missed OTAs, Robert Saleh said it was an inexcused absence. He could have covered for him. Now when Robert Saleh messed up after week 4 and said, yo, maybe we should do something about the cadence, Aaron Rodgers, that's one way to think about it. Like, why don't they just have each other's back?
I'm with you on that, but it starts with the head coach. Like, this is not, it's not just Robert Saleh and Aaron Rodgers. It's been Robert Saleh and everybody since Robert Saleh got to the Jets. It's always been Robert Saleh with the backup quarterbacks. It's been Robert Saleh with the media. Like, Robert Saleh very rarely comes up there and says, this is on me. He very rarely says that, to be honest with you, or just ain't nobody good. He very rarely says that. And it ain't just Aaron Rodgers. He rarely says that. But I agree. Aaron could have been like, we'll get it fixed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hear what the coach said, but at the same time, too, when you're frustrated after a loss, when you score 9 points,
I mean,
the snap count's the snap count, dog.
But that's both of them, though, right? I like Robert Saleh, and I do think that it's a lot of coaches don't praise their quarterback like he praised Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
He gets up there and he praised Aaron Rodgers. He gives him a lot of love. And then we talk about even like the unexcused absence he had with Aaron Rodgers, but like he is a head coach, right? I'm not gonna be a liar. Yo, I don't know why my quarterback ain't here, right? That's the truth. You know what I'm saying? So that's one part of it. The second part is like, what's he supposed to say? Because when I read it and then I heard the interview,
Saleh supposed to say?
It was different about it. I felt different about it. Because one is like, okay, if they ask you a question on the spot, how do you respond? hey, man, your offense, good job on defense, because he's a defensive coach. They shut him down in the game with 10 points, okay? Got an all-star quarterback and all these offensive weapons. Hey, man, what was going on with the offense, man? They had all these penalties. Right? He brings it. They bring it up. They ask him a question. He's like, hey, maybe the case is too much for him. Now, I think they're both right, because maybe we might dial down a little bit because we can't get it. Obviously, it's not working. But then on Aaron Rodgers' part, it's like, yo, this is part of football. I hate having a conversation about cadence. We talked about it the one day with Williams. Caleb Williams. And I was like, well, yo, we talk about cadence? Yeah. That's like high school Harry type stuff. All I think is when you have a loss, a game you're supposed to win at home, you have all this expectation to be so great as the Jets, you get upset after interviews. We all been there. So I think they both are right. Maybe dial down a little bit, but also make your players accountable. Yo, stay on sides. We know the snap count, they don't.
Especially with him. Chase, I need you to educate me on something. One, I love sitting at this desk next to Shady, next to Chase, next to James. I play defense, never played offense. I understand cadence. I don't understand it like y'all understand it. You're a quarterback. I know in Texas they would say Monday, that would mean it was on one.
There you go.
Tuesday.
Keep it simple.
He knows.
Yellow.
Some colors is a hot.
Yellow sometimes it's like, when they say yellow, that means like, yo, it's not going to. As a defender, I know.
Omaha. The next cadence you hear is a hike. Like, football is super simple.
So break it down. Obviously, James, you know Aaron Rodgers. Chase, you played 14 years, a bunch of different teams. Break down cadence for the world. Like, break it down, educate it.
Yeah, I mean, cadence is the only thing that a quarterback can control at the line of scrimmage. So it's really just a mechanism for us quarterbacks to gain information. Right? So if you're gaining information, no one does it better than Aaron Rodgers.
He's the best at that.
There's, hey, on one, ready, blue 80, blazed hot, and it's just like, hey, get up, get going. There's Omaha, ready, blue, like quick count.
Take me through it, bro.
So if you're going through like an Omaha count, it's quick count. You want to catch the defense off guard, right? You want to make sure they're not set, they're not going. That's an Omaha cadence. So you say, hey, you get up to the line of scrimmage, hey, guys, on Omaha, red, blue. And so you're right there, and you just try to get them like it's a run play, or sometimes I do it on a screen because the defense stays back and goes there. You got it on one. You got it on two.
On two, for example.
On two is ready. Blue 80, blazed hot. Hey, kill. Ready. Blue 80, blazed hot. Drew Brees did the best two cadence I've ever had. Okay. Aaron Rodgers does the best triple cadence I've ever seen in my entire life. And so what that means is you're going through the cadence 3 times. Ready. Blue 80, blazed hot. Hey, dummy kill, like so, ready, blue 80, blazed hot, and then they jump off sides. That's where he gets his free plays on. In reality, it's another one. So the offensive line, that's where the issue is. They have to sit in their stances. They can't go off on number 1 or number 2. And look, to James's point, they practiced all training camp. Yeah. No one uses cadence like a weapon like Aaron Rodgers in the history of the game. It will never be done before. That's what he does.
And 12's cadence, 12 always does 2 hikes. Well, 8. Aaron Rodgers always does 2 hikes. So if we're in the huddle, he say, hey, man, strong right, Denver. Hey, on triple count. Cool. This is his triple count. Green 18. Say,
That's one.
That's one. But he gives
the
you 2 hikes.
inflection in his voice.
Green 18. Say,
and that's when they jump.
That's the double count.
That's when they jump.
And that's usually when they jump. And then he'll go on the triple count again. Green 18, say, and you hike
the play.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But he's special with the cadence. That's why it's a bunch of free plays. I always loved it. Because
you get free plays.
Hey, you in that 40-yard dash stance at the combine when he say that triple count.
And now when they go on silent,
it's a whole different thing. That's on the road. So it's the leg kick. And sometimes you see the center looking between his legs. Yeah. Sometimes you see the guard tapping. So that's what he does. I've seen him do 4 legs. So you go on 1, center goes. You go on 2, center goes. And then you're like, oh, I got Aaron Rodgers on this 3rd one. He goes 3, offsides, free play, touchdown. Like, I've never seen, and they have to be able to break the huddle really quickly. A lot of times when he goes triple and quadruple, I guess you would call it, he doesn't even have a play called the first 2. He's just trying to gather information. That's why quarterbacks use cadence to see what coverage they're in. Or if they're in man, I'm going to check the shallow crosses. If they're in zone, I'm going to check to a zone beater. If they're in quarters, post throw a touchdown. That's why Aaron Rodgers, and you've seen it all this year, that's why he's so good.
I just think that, like, any top coach is not going to say, hey, let's dumb down the cadence. I can't even picture Andy Reid saying
it's a weapon.
Like, yo, man, this is the
cadence is good, too.
Follow it.
Come on, man.
And stay on side. It's our advantage against the defense because they don't know when the ball's being snapped.
And that is exactly what he should have answered.
It's an event.
Incredibly well said. You're having too much fun. It's a huge Monday show. You're here already. Don't go anywhere. When we return, the Bears got the win. But the phenom college quarterback, Caleb Williams, still hasn't looked good.
Well, they won the
He
game.
still hasn't looked good. Are we worried?